Hello, lovelies. My name is Joe. I am the owner of Moontide Candle Co. I am based in Southern California and I make soy candles, wax melts, and car fresheners. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm super stoked to be doing this. I wanted to start this for a very long time now. I think that YouTube is such a helpful thing. When I first started making candles, I watched so many videos and now I wanted to be a part of that. So, a little background, I have been making candles for about 2 years now. And I've had my company since November of 2019. So when I first started making candles, I just kind of wanted a new craft. I like creative things. So I was looking on YouTube, things I could do, and I went and I bought a candle kit from Michael's. And I made those, and I kind of sold a few to some neighbors. Granted, looking back, they were not the best quality, and I didn't really know what I was doing yet. So sorry to my neighbors. But I fell in love with it, and at the time I was living with a couple roommates, and one of which was my best friend, who, backstory on him, best friend, and he loved him. I loved him more than anything, and he had always told me, he was like, this is what you need to do. If you do anything in life, this is it. You need to make candles. I was like, okay, cool, yeah. Him and I ended up having a falling out, and then a couple months later, I was killing time. A friend and I were gonna go look at some wetsuits. She was running late, so I was like, okay, recently I had started thinking, what can I do that's not retail? I was working as an assistant manager of a surf and skate shop, which I love, but I was like, I don't want to do retail my whole life. So what can I do? What can I do that's on me? That's my thing. So I had some old candles for sale, those ones that were not the best quality, at this local store that was owned by one of the bars and restaurants they sell local artist stuff, so candles, necklaces, macrame, water bottle holders, whatever you could think of, they sold it. So I had some of my candles for sale there, and I kind of couldn't afford to drop a bunch of my own supplies yet, but I was like, I want to get an idea, I want to feel inspired, I want to get as close as I can without buying everything and starting. So I went to this place, and the person who works there knew me. That best friend and I would walk our dog all the time, go down there, and go see her and talk to her, and I walk in and she's just like, I'm so sorry. I was like, for what? And she was like, you didn't hear? And as soon as she said that, I was like, something happened. And she had told me that he had passed away that Thursday before. It was a Monday when she told me. And I was depressed. I was awful for a solid month where I didn't want to get out of bed. I was not sober. It was not a good time in my life. And then I was like, okay, it's now or never. Time to start this company. Time to do what he always was like, okay, this is it. You do this. So therefore, November, this was in September 26th, he passed away. November 22nd, I started my candle company. Moontide Candle Co., the name is based on every full moon, him and I would go down to the beach that was right by our house, and we would go just watch the waves, and we would just talk about life, look at the moon, look at the stars. I loved it. It was one of my favorite traditions. So I'm so stoked to have a company that honors that. The motto of my company is light a candle, spark a memory, and that's something that I love. I love being able to smell the candle and just flash back, it's as if things could have been yesterday. So that is the reasoning behind my candle company. I have, like I said, been doing this since November 2019. I kind of got put on hold for a little while. I moved out of my old place in Southern California, and I had bought a RV, and I was living in that with my dog, and we were kind of moving around a bunch. We went from San Diego to Orange County, and just staying at a bunch of campgrounds and stuff, which was awesome. I love that. But obviously you can't make candles and send them out when you're living in an RV, or at least it would be extremely difficult. So my RV broke in July when it was 112 degrees, and I have my dog, so we could not stay in there, and the generator was broken as well, so we ended up putting the RV in storage. My dog went in boarding. I kind of was just bopping around hotels for a little while, and finally we moved back into our place in San Diego, or a new place anyway. And I recently got my Wi-Fi set up. I have my whole studio set up behind me, which I'm so stoked on. I just reopened my Etsy with all of my past fragrances available, whatever's left of them. That's them right there. And I have big plans. I have a ton of plans for the upcoming year. For March, hopefully the end of February, beginning of March, I have a spring line coming out. I just ordered a bunch of stuff, like $600 worth, maybe more. I think it was more, of candle supplies, which I am hoping to do an unboxing video on those, so that'll be interesting. That are my spring fragrances, my holiday, my fall, my everything. And then I have a upcoming idea for a candle line that is not based on a season, that I think will do really well in Southern California, hopefully in general. So yeah, so that is backstory. That is Moontide Candle Co. That is my company that I'm so stoked on, and so stoked to share this upcoming journey with you guys of everything that's to come in this relaunch. So I figured now was the perfect time to get started and to do it all. So yeah, just real quick, I do have these little candles. You can't really see it. The lighting is not that great. Let's see. There we go. So this one is my Desert Days. That's a cactus flower and jade scent. And then I have my bigger jars. So that's the lavender. This is my log cabin. That's one of my winter ones. And all of my winter candles and fall candles are available on my Etsy for 15% off until the end of March. I'm trying to kind of just get rid of those stock. So please feel free to check that out if you are interested whatsoever. And then I do have these little, here's two of them, car fresheners. And these I make them to order. So as you can see, these are all of my fragrances right here. I literally list every single one of those. And I don't have candles with all these. Like, I buy too many 1 ounce samples that I never use. And if you're interested in starting a candle company, you will do the same. But I make these to order, so I offer all of my candle fragrances, and then I have these in the rose gold, and then I have them in silver as well to kind of offer a more masculine one. I have car fresheners, I have my candles, and then I do have wax melts as well. I don't have any right next to me right now. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this, please feel free to like, subscribe. I will be posting more very shortly. I will be doing a making car fresheners with me and packaging orders. Hopefully, like I said, that unboxing video, and I have a ton of ideas for things to come. So stay tuned. It was so great meeting you all, and I can't wait to share my journey with you.